It's happening. It's getting closer than ever. Lionel Messi back to Barcelona is eventually inevitable, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the news that broke out that Lionel Messi is looking closer than ever. The new elected Barcelona president wants to bring Lionel Messi back, and it's my depression as a Real Madrid fan to go through. Ladies and gentlemen, the Barcelona wants Hansi Flick out, or Hansi Flick is looking and is tired from Barcelona from the reports I'm hearing. Ladies and gentlemen, more Barcelona signings and players leaving the club. Ladies and gentlemen, Kylian Mbappe breaks his goddamn silence and is going at UEFA and at the football clubs. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Real Madrid and Barcelona news show. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We have so many news to talk about and let's get right into it. First up, I want to start with Hansi Flick, right? Before we get into the Messi news. Hansi Flick is too tired to continue at Barcelona. Plans to leave at the end of the season. He has been thinking about it since September, ladies and gentlemen. This news came out in November, obviously. Another thing from deep inside news, from deep inside the reporters are saying, I believe Flick when he says that he's happy at Barcelona, that he loves the club, that he's happier than ever, but some things are starting to worry me. Starting with the infamous image of him looking destroyed after a match we won. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys remember the Hansi Flick and Rafinha photo, him being so sad and Rafinha coming and comforting him, this was back in November I believe, or back in December, right, where Barcelona were going on a slight downfall before they did a comeback, obviously. And another picture came out after Lamine Yamal's penalty, after them losing a couple of nights ago against, who was it? Goddamn Girona, right? They lost against Girona and he was looking very sad as well, right? And they are saying that looks like the face of a man who feels that his players are not executing the game plan. And then he has to overlook the constant robberies against Barcelona, the favoritism of Real Madrid, press constantly saying false things, what it comes too much for him. Ladies and gentlemen, they are worried that Hansi Flick is going to leave the club. Not only are people inside feeling the sense of him being so tired from Barcelona team, right? It happened the same thing to Xavi when he took over Barcelona. You already saw his before and after pictures. He looked stressed in after pictures. Before managing Barcelona, he was a different young man. After joining Barcelona and managing Barcelona, it looked like he aged 50 years, and I'm not even joking, man. Hansi Flick is not only tired of the referee mistakes that went against him as well, especially in last games against Girona, where it was tackle on Koundé and Koundé basically didn't allow a foul on that, they didn't call a foul on that, they didn't whistle the blow, they didn't even check the VAR machine. And Hansi Flick is now 2 games just making and going at the referees, and he's genuinely tired of the La Liga referees. You know what? Can you blame the brother? La Liga referees and the Spanish referees are probably the worst type of referees in football, in my opinion. The fact that there's something that is pissing me off is this 2 comments right here. A lot of the Barcelona fans on Twitter especially are coming out saying Hansi Flick out. This became a trend. This became a genuine trend after the 2 losses that Hansi Flick took with Barcelona, right? Hansi Flick out, Hansi Flick out. You have 10,000s of engagement, ladies and gentlemen, 390 likes. There are a big certain fan base of Barcelona, not all of them obviously, most of them like Hansi Flick, but there's a big huge part of the Barcelona fan base wanting Hansi Flick out, man, because him constantly playing with the high line, him constantly playing high line against the bigger teams and always getting punished for it, against Chelsea, against PSG, against Atletico Madrid, and him, in my opinion, is not the tactical thing that Hansi Flick is lacking. Tactically, I mean, Hansi Flick, it worked for him last season against Inter. They lost eventually, but it worked for him. They won a domestic treble using the same tactics. You could say that teams are now finding out and catching up to his tactics. Fine, you could say that, but in my opinion, it's the players lacking the same motivation and discipline from last season and the same hunger from last season. Second thing, he doesn't have the right players for these tactics. The defense of Barcelona is just not good enough for the tactics that Hansi Flick wants for the team, man. And considering that he spent only 25 million euros I don't know if it's a board mistake or a Laporta mistake or a Deco mistake. Look at the difference, man. Real Madrid having 167 million euros to spend this season, 155 million euros for Atletico Madrid to spend, and only 25 million obviously bringing Rashford and Juan Garcia. Juan Garcia having such a huge impact on the Barcelona team. Defensively, it is literally him and himself only carrying that Barcelona defense. Rashford has a beautiful start of the season, kind of a downfall right now, but he has been unbelievable as well coming off the bench as well, right? Hansi Flick is not to blame. Barcelona fans, I genuinely were back at the same thing we were back in December where you wanted Hansi Flick out, right? We're back at the same position. Hansi Flick is not the problem. The players are the problem. He needs better players. He needs good center backs. He needs better forwards. He needs a striker, for the love of God, who could finish the chances. He needs full backs as well at this point. Kunde is not good enough. So don't blame Hansi Flick for this. This genuinely just pissed me off. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously we know that Lionel Messi and the news of Lionel Messi, we've talked about this for weeks, right? Victor Font, the man who is running for elections for president for Barcelona. Obviously we all know that Laporta has left officially, is not the president of Barcelona, and ever since that, brothers, has not been the president. Barcelona has been going on a downfall. Maybe Laporta is the lucky charm, we generally don't know, but Victor Font has said last night, in the coming days, we will explain to you the proposal we have been working on for years for reconciliation with Lionel Messi. Now, what he means for this? He wants to be on good terms with Lionel Messi. Obviously, Laporta and Messi are not on good terms. They don't talk. They are on very bad terms. He was the main reason why Lionel Messi left Barcelona, apparently. But Victor Font, he wants to bring back Lionel Messi. He wants the last dance. He wants Lionel Messi back in Barcelona. And not just for a visit, but as a player, ladies and gentlemen. Barcelona fans, I've been saying this for multiple weeks now. Those who watch me, do you think this is a good idea? Genuinely be honest, do you think this is a good idea? In my honest opinion as a Real Madrid fan, I would hate to see this brother playing around. I would hate this brother to play against my team yet another game. But would I love to see it on one last dance? Of course. This is one of the best players, if not the best player of all time. We would love to see Lionel Messi back in Spain. Should he come to Spain? Does he need it? Obviously not, man. He has won everything in football. He doesn't need to come back to Barcelona and risk the chance of Barcelona fans turning on him, obviously. Risk the chance that him not playing well, him being the blame, just like Ronaldo when he went back to Manchester United. They blamed Ronaldo. They will turn on Lionel Messi 100%. He's not the same Lionel Messi as 30 years ago, obviously. I mean, we like to say it, but he's not. He's genuinely not. And he is not needed. He's not good enough for the Hansi Flick system that he is running, man. They need players who can genuinely fill up the midfield position, track back, defend, and Lionel Messi is not the solution to that problem, in my opinion. Victor Font, if anything, should not be re-elected as president, in my opinion, because he is being a snake and he is using the Lionel Messi comeback story a part of his election and to win the election and the votes, in my opinion. Lionel Messi should not come back to Barcelona. If he wants to come back and visit Barcelona, I mean, the door is open for him, clearly. But him playing for Barcelona is generally not needed, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Kylian Mbappe breaks out, and obviously the things that happened in the Benfica game between Vinicius Jr. and the Benfica player. Did he say those racial stuff? I don't know. Again, I've talked about this. I think he is guilty. I think he said it because he covered his mouth, just because of that, in my opinion. But again, only God knows. I genuinely don't know. But Kylian Mbappe is saying, I believe that Prestianini, the Benfica player, shouldn't come to Bernabeu, the best stadium in the world. He doesn't deserve it. He shouldn't play. And he is saying that he should be banned from football as well. And a lot of Barcelona fans are bringing up this one clip where Lamine Yamal got racially abused in the Bernabeu against Real Madrid, and saying that look at the difference between Vinicius Jr. and Lamine Yamal. Are we genuinely bringing up differences in a goddamn racist comment now? We're comparing racism now and how people... Okay. for Lamine Yamal at his age, the way he handled the criticism from Real Madrid fans and the disgusting comments from the Real Madrid fans, obviously, the way he handled it was very good, man. He genuinely just ignored it, smiled at him, winked at them, and then played on. While Vinicius Jr. obviously went to the referee. In my opinion, Lamine Yamal could have and should have went to the referee and complained as well. I mean, come on, man. We're comparing racist comments now? God damn, guys. Come on, Barcelona fans. Do better than that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, transfer news. Just to end it, Hansi Flick is looking at Gabriel Martinelli. And he has been keeping up on him. 45 million euros is probably his price tag. And I genuinely don't understand this right here. I don't know why would you want Martinelli, man. Because a brother barely plays good in Arsenal, I believe. Maybe he is looking for isn't he a left winger? I mean, already they have Rashford, right? And you want to bring, they have Rashford, they have Rafinha, and you want to bring Martinelli? What is this, a left wing FC, fam? I don't know. Martinelli, do you think it's a good idea? I see it as being a good idea if he wants to play on the right wing, but in the left wing, I genuinely don't think they need yet another left winger, man. Balde, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United are considering a 40 million bid for Alejandro Balde, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about this, man. I think Balde is a bit crucial. I mean, not the best of games, these couple of games, but Balde is still a good player, man. He's still genuinely a good player. Now, 40 million is a low amount for a Balde, in my opinion. 40 million for a Koundé, probably, but for a Balde, I genuinely don't think so. He is better than that price tag, in my opinion. And I don't think Barcelona is letting go Balde. There is genuinely no way. Who do they even replace him with? There is genuinely no one you could replace Balde with as a left back. I mean, there are a couple of options, but what do you guys think in the comment section below? But that is it, ladies and gentlemen, from the news of Barcelona and Real Madrid. Heat news, I love the news, and ladies and gentlemen, I want to start a new series, hopefully starting next week or next video. It's called the El Clasico Hot Takes, ladies and gentlemen. So follow my Instagram in the description. Send me hot takes and we will go through on it. And you guys will be featured in a video. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Comment down and see every single comment. And gracias, amigos.